Jacksonville is not for everyone, and over the last few years, we've done videos on the pros and cons of Jacksonville, Florida. Some people love them, other people, they think I'm lying. They're like, you can't believe him, he's a realtor. Well, misleading you, overselling you just isn't my thing. My job is to get you the information. Your job is to see if this place works for you. So instead of me telling you the pros and cons, today I am for the streets. I'm going to get out here, we're going to talk to the locals, and we're going to have them give you their pros and their cons. But before we do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification as we try to talk about all things Jax, where to eat, where to live, where to play. Now, let's go. All right. So if we're going to be on the streets on a Saturday, we're going to be in Riverside's art market. So what we're going to do is we're going to interview some local businesses. Not only they live here in Jax, they also have businesses here, so they know what's going on, so you can get the skinny. Okay, so we're out here, guys. Wanted to come out and check out the vendors at Riverside Arts Market. We're going to start with the first one, the Cake Queen. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Taikisha Brown. I'm the Cake Queen.
All right, so how long have you lived in Jacksonville?
I've lived here for about 7 years, yes.
So 7 years, and we want to find out the pros and the cons. So first, give me your first two pros.
Okay, so my first two pros would be, of course, the weather. The weather's beautiful to match the beaches, okay, for that whole vibe. And also, I like the schools. I have a 7-year-old, so coming here from Virginia has been a great move. A lot of really dynamic, great schools here.
All right, so we are here with
Shannon.
Matt.
They're selling beards. I don't have it yet, guys, but I'm trying to get one. But what's the name of your business?
Valkyrie Beards.
And how long have y'all been doing business for?
5 years.
5 years?
Yep.
Now, how long have y'all been in Jacksonville?
Our whole lives.
So y'all are Duvalians.
From here, yep.
The rare.
Born and raised here.
They're rare. So do me a favor. Two pros, two cons about living in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm gonna start with you.
So two pros. So I'd say the big variety of people. Like, you get people from everywhere here, so we're very well blended. People of all over. And then the weather. Our weather's pretty good.
I think
99% of the time.
I think weather is going to be the number one for everybody. How about you?
It's just a big area, lots of people. I don't really have much.
Okay. All right.
I'm not a talker.
We're going to get you to talk today. All right, so we're here with
Jose.
Vanessa.
and they own.
We're nuts, y'all.
What do y'all sell? Tell them.
We sell roasted glazed almonds, pecans, cashews. They are oil-free, gluten-free, so they are good for you. Come by and see us anytime. Ram Market.
You talk about a hell of a elevator speech. The 30-second elevator speech. That was amazing. Where can they find you on social media?
You can find us at We're Nuts, y'all on Instagram, and you can also find us on our webpage where we list all of our events.
See, you're nuts, y'all. Get some. Look, they're right here. Looking beautiful. Can I pick it up? Ah! There we go. So, like we talked about before, two pros, two cons. How long have y'all been in Jacksonville?
About a year and a half, just a little over a year and a half.
Year and a half. Where you come from?
California.
Cali. So you
Yeah,
got away
Cali.
from
From
the
the
expensive
West
West.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me two pros since you've moved here.
People are really friendly, and we love the diversity of Jacksonville.
How about you? Okay, what are your pros?
Oh, my pros is there is so much to do here for all kinds of different ages. You just gotta get to know Jax, events Jax, and I would say, believe it or not, the weather, I love it that I do have 4 seasons here.
I don't know about 4. I get hot, and then like a false. I don't know about 4.
I don't know. It gets kind of cold here in January. We're in the 20s.
Yeah, well, that's a month. I mean, that's a whole season, January. Okay, so we are here with
Sophia.
Sophia. How long you been in Jacksonville?
Oh man, like over 20 years.
She's a Duvalian at this point. Tell me a little bit about your business.
So this is not my company, but this is a 1748 Bakehouse. It's a bakery in Springfield, so a neighborhood that's about 2 miles from where we are right now. It's Allison Vaughn is the owner. She's amazing, and everything is made in our bakery. There is breakfast and lunch specials and a little market inside our restaurant.
You can tell how she knows the business. She never said at all. So you've been here 20 years. What are two of your pros?
Well, I really love this area in particular. I feel like there's a lot of community. You get to know a lot of the business owners. On every day I can take my kids. There's a lot of parks in this area, so we go to the library, to the park, to a coffee shop, to a bookstore, and it's all within walking distance from my house. So that's specific to this neighborhood here.
Riverside.
But yeah, I've built a nice community here just in this area alone.
One more pro.
Pro? Well, I guess like just having the variety of like the river, the beaches, there's like the city aspect to it, so there's something for everyone, I would think.
Absolutely. All right, I'm here with
Zephyra.
Zephyr. Now, how long have you been in the city?
So I grew up in Jacksonville. Jacksonville. Yeah.
Your
so,
whole life?
So I moved here with my family when I was 4.
So what side of town?
North side.
North side. All right, tell me about your business real quick.
So I started in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I've just been growing since then. I do a lot of art shows.
Okay.
And you can purchase online and at the different art shows that I do.
Instagram?
Sunkissed_shells with a Z.
Sunkissed_shells. It's a lot of S's, guys, with a Z. That's what I got right now. So tell me, 2 pros, 2 cons.
So I love Jacksonville for many different reasons. I would say that we have beaches and we also have rivers. So if you're an outdoorsy kind of person, you got tons of sunshine. There's always something to do in the summer. Another pro would be the arts markets. I've visited a lot of different places and I feel like we really do focus on community in the sense of arts and crafts.
All right, so of course everybody knows if it's got to be pros, there's got to be cons. So what 2 cons would you have? Let's think about that for a second.
So I would like better variety of food. There's not too many food options. Where I'm from, like New York City, you have so many different food options. So I would say more food options.
Okay. Second one, what will be your second con?
We need some more men in Jacksonville.
I don't know if that's a con for me, but
Yeah, like where's the men? Like we need more men. Like so if y'all looking to move, bring the men on down. Just no, I'm joking. It's hard to find a con here. It's really really lovely living here. It's really hard to find a con.
that's what's up. Look, wasn't for me, guys. It was from her. So let's get on to the next person. Cons. What do we have for con?
Traffic in these roads.
Right, and it's getting crazier just because they're building up so much.
Constant construction, like adding lanes, changing lanes, constantly.
Absolute. One con. You got one con for me? You got one con for me?
The crime.
Okay, that's
everywhere here.
How about you? One more?
Just how spread out everything is. Like you gotta, Jacksonville's big, so you may drive 30 minutes to go to the other side of town. Like all this.
34 minutes. You guys know I've told you on these videos 100 times. It's 34 minutes to get across town, and she just told you, confirm. You're gonna drive for 30 on a good day. Correct. So overall, do you guys love living in Jacksonville?
Yeah, we like it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So would you see yourself moving away from this place?
Maybe one day when we retire or something, like
Where would you
something
go?
quieter. Probably Tennessee.
Tennessee?
Yeah.
So you wanna go to
a
the mountains?
property in the middle of the woods with no neighbors and no people and just.
You're describing Green Cove 3 years ago. But I appreciate you guys so much.
So personally, I've been to bigger cities that have a lot more going on, but that goes into a pro of like Jacksonville is developing. So I do love that about the city. I would say another con would just be that a lot of retirement here. So I'm liking to see a lot more young people moving here since 2020. We've got a lot of people coming from California and New York.
Yes. So is that a pro or con?
The con would be it used to be an older kind of like energy
Gotcha.
going into a pro. Sorry, I'm a very optimistic
That's
person.
okay.
So yeah.
All right, so you heard it. 2 pros, 2 cons. It's great with art markets. It's expanding. Con would be there were a lot of matured people, but it's coming around. So let's get on to the next people.
The cons would be that would love to see the development at the landing actually take place, and then just maybe too many apartments being built.
How about you? 2 cons.
It's hard to say. I love Jacksonville and I love everything it has about it. I would say the amount of apartment buildings that are being built. One thing I do love about Jack that isn't a con, but you find all these beautiful pockets of neighborhoods, and that's what I love. The character, the craftsmanship of the homes, they're just beautiful. And I love that. So outside of that, I can't think of another con.
That's why we live here.
That's why I live here too. Guys, I appreciate you so much. To the next. Now, we got to get to the cons. There's always cons to this thing, and y'all want to know them up front. Y'all think I would be lying. So what would be the cons?
Kind of, it's almost a pro and a con. Like there is so much variety, but that makes it very spread out. So it's it's hard to get to know the whole city because it's huge. It's so spread out, and so there are kind of like you kind of stay to your group. There's like the San Marco people, the Riverside people, the Avondale people, the beaches people are their own.
Right.
So it makes it hard to kind of like get to know much more outside of your area. Another con I have to say is it's maybe a little bit conservative and slow growing on some of the projects that we talk about. I get really excited when I hear like they're going to renovate something downtown or they're going to do something, and it just seems to keep getting stopped.
Absolutely.
And so I would love to see, it's such a beautiful area right on the water here, and I feel like a lot of missed opportunities sometimes to really grow. Not that it's bad, but just it could be so much more.
Absolutely. And I think that's what a lot of people are saying, like, hurry up. Like, y'all put it out there, hurry up. I love the fact that they put the $5 billion initiative in town for downtown, but we're all waiting.
Yeah, exactly. Even that statue that everyone was all upset about, the LERP or whatever. I'm like, it doesn't matter, just do it. Do something. Like, get something going so that it can grow. Because then other people come, and markets and different vendors are always looking for places to pop up and grow things. So, yeah, I wish it was a little more quick and progressive in that sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you heard it once again from someone else besides me, because y'all don't believe me. I'm the realtor. I appreciate you so much. All right, guys, you got to hear it from the locals, not from me. Locals, do me a favor. In the comments, go ahead and drop some of your pros, some of your cons. Are these in line? Are they completely far-fetched? So I always like to do every video, right? At the end of it, I call it things to consider. Even though we call these pros and cons in this video, these are things to consider because they may be pros to some, maybe cons to other, but you never know until you hear the information. So we're going to start with pros. One, weather. We got that 3 times. So obviously, weather is something that people love about Jacksonville. The next one would be beaches. Twice. I love to go outdoors. I love fishing. I love water. Water is actually my peaceful place, so this would definitely be something on my list. The next one will be schools. So this is a large city. I think we have over 205 schools, something of that nature. That's the numbers clicking in my head right now. But if you're looking for schools, you're gonna have to go to greatschools.org and kind of do some research for yourself. It's too large of a city to say this area alone has nothing but great schools, because that may not be. It's neighborhood to neighborhood, region to region, district to district. So greatschools.org is an excellent resource if you're looking up schools in the place where you're looking to move. The next one will be diversity. Now let's move on to the arts markets. I'm going to actually add festivals and pop-ups to the arts markets. Like last couple of years, there's been tremendous growth. And so every weekend, you're going to be able to find a festival, an arts market, a pop-up shop where you can go out, shop, mingle amongst the people, meet new friends, and someone that may join your tribe. What ties into the next one, which is sense of community. And that's what you get in Jacksonville. You'll be able to find your tribe. Whatever you're looking to do, there's a club for it, there's a side of town for it. There are people here from all over the world. You have to realize we have 3 bases here, so we're going to have people from all around the world. So sense of community is definitely something that I would say Jacksonville has. And then the next one will be developing city. Now, if you know me, you know I've talked about this in many videos. I hated this town. I hated Jacksonville when I moved here 12, 13 years ago. That's why I believe I can be so unbiased. And the reason I hated it was because just this purpose. It was not developing at all. Now, what I've watched in the last 3, 4, 5 years, it's grown like crazy. They've actually done an initiative, $5 billion to put it in downtown. And I see where we're at right now. We're at that point of this place blowing up. So I can definitely see why that is a pro. Now let's jump over to the cons. Cons, traffic. Now I've driven in LA, New York, Vegas, Houston. I've driven Atlanta. I lived there for 5 years. So this is definitely not that type of traffic. And I tell everybody that's moving to Jacksonville, you're gonna find traffic when there's time to be traffic, right? If you're looking at rush hour, you're gonna find traffic. And then that rolls into the next one, which is distance of travel. So if you're living on one side of town, to get to the other side of town, for some reason, I say this in all of my videos, it's gonna take you 34 minutes. I don't know how it works out. It just happens that way. If I'm leaving the west side going to the north, for some reason it's 34 minutes. If I'm leaving the south side going to the beaches, for some reason it's 34 minutes. I don't know how that works, but you will have a distancing. This is the largest city in the US. The next one will be crime. I can't speak about that, guys. So I'm gonna put a video up here where I had locals tell you, do they feel safe here? Put it right there. Check that video out. Food options. This is not Vegas. This is not New York. We do not have a food scene like that at all. But I can say this is growing, right? Over the last couple of months, I've watched some tremendous restaurants pop up. And I run a food group with about 116,000 people inside of it. So I get to see where all the food is popping up and where all the new restaurants are. So if you're interested in food, check out the group Best Eats in Jax. And you'll be able to find some mom and pop shops all the way up to fine dining. The next one will be more men. But that's not a con to me at all. Reason men, I'm not looking for men. So that's not a con for young ladies moving here, single. That may be a con for you. And the next one will be slow development. As I talked about it before, it was not developing here, guys, but the amount of growth that we've seen over the last 2-3 years has been tremendous. Like I'm watching entire sides of town like completely go up without any notice. Like I'll drive over there a month later and it completely changed from the last time I seen it. So I'm looking at the 5 building that I put downtown. This is working, right? I love where we're at in Jacksonville right now. We're on the cusp. Like we're at that place where we're about to be a huge town, not just size, not just in population. We just reached 1 million like last year. We're talking about economy. We're talking about everything that's going on in Jacksonville is about to go crazy. And that's what makes me love this city. But if you're looking for other videos about Jacksonville, I'm gonna put them over here. Check those out. But I say this in every video. I'm gonna put my phone number somewhere in here. Give us a call, shoot us a text, shoot us an email if you're looking to move from the cold up north or the expensive west. We're the guys that pick up the phone, answers the text, answers the emails. We would love to talk to you and serve you guys. But until next time, be great. Choose excellence in everything you do.